Hi guys, I got a Cabochon mailer today. I have two different ones. This is an aquamarine and I got it from Unique MF, as in, you know, MF, gems, and that's on Etsy. And they're out of Jaipur, and then they have India, and they have a shop on, or they have a place here in New York. And you can see the internal striations. This is untreated and unheated. See, oh yeah, you can see it there. You heat semi-precious stones like aquamarine and sapphire and such to change the clarity, to help make it more clarity, and also to help, let's see if I can move in just a little, and help, there we go, and help the color. This is Desert Sun Jasper. It's not quite as high polished on the back, but that's always nice. If they're polished on the back, even if they're not sometimes, I try and make openings in the back for them. Typically Native American cabochons, you won't, they're just solid metal. And so I had a Native American teacher for metalsmithing for a class or two. And so that's just how I've always done it then. This is called Porcelain Jasper. It's 34 by 18. It's not quite a perfect teardrop, and I like that. That shape right there is one of my favorites to work with. It is 26.55 carats. And I forgot to tell you, the aquamarine, I told you it was untreated and unheated. It was 11.70. So 11.70. So that's going to be a fun one to design with. And the Desert Desert Sun Jasper is a AAA quality, which is what, you know, the highest you can get. That's gem quality. And it is 37.30 carats. It's a gorgeous piece. I love it. I don't really like browns, but in my cabochons, I enjoy them. This is called Shalon Blende. I'm not sure what it all is. I'll have to do a little bit more research. I just thought it was unusual, and I thought it has some like hematite in it, maybe. See that? And I thought I could pair some of my larger hematites with it. It's a really neat stone. It's not very big. It is 11.15 carats. Okay, that's big in semi-precious stones. And just minerals, and which are what cabochons usually are. That's just an average size to small. And it was a 20 by 11. So you can see it's on my finger. It's great. It's just a beautiful one. I was really excited about that. I just picked out some more unusual ones from this store just because they were having, like I said, they had a great Mother's Day sale. And I wanted to try some new ones. This is a Petersite. And Petersite is purple and sometimes green, which this one is purple and green. It's almost a triangle. It's 17 by 15. It's got a nice dome. The ones I got from him were consistently 5 millimeters tall, which is nice for a bezel. You'll be able to see the design on the bezel. The purples are great in this. This is 8.05 carats. It's beautiful. So, let me see. And that's natural too, and he untreated. Let's see. I'm excited about this. Is a 12.60 carat natural labradorite with blue in it. Well, first off, so you can see it there. And then somebody was a good cutter. And I don't know if I can get the flash for you or not. Oh, I saw it there. How am I going to get it? Flash for you. Oh, see? It's called Chasing the Flash. There we go. See it? There. It is a gorgeous stone. I cannot wait to make this. I'm thinking a ring for this. It's a pretty nice size. Like I said, it was 12.60 carats. It's a 25 by 14, so it wouldn't be bad on a ring. I have bigger hands, but smaller, shorter fingers, but I still think that would be pretty as a ring, and the flash you would see as it moves. The Schiller effect. Okay. This is another Petersite. So I have that one that was all purple. This one is 38 by 28. And I think it's 88.11 carats. I'm not sure on that one. I would have to redo it. But this is my favorite of all of them, I think. But I'm a green girl. Green is my favorite color. A little brighter than this typically, but you can see it's going to be great to play with. So, and that's a big one too. So that'll be nice. That'll be a pendant. Let's see. I think I have, oh no, this is ruby zoisite. So this is a 22 by 16, 22.35 carat ruby zoisite. So that is real ruby in there. Zoisite is the green host stone right here, and rubies are found in that. The zoisite class is what tanzanite is from. This is untreated. It's 100% natural, unheated. It's gorgeous. You can see everything. And let me see. Even though it looks rough on top, maybe I can show you with this. Yeah, it's flat. Your nails don't catch in it or anything. I was trying to get the shine to move through it, see, so you can see your nails don't get caught in it. So that was the ruby zoisite. That also is a AAA. I did really good. Most of these are AAA. I'm not sure about the, of course, the aquamarine isn't AAA. They would have made into an aquamarine gemstone, and the labradorite, they have a different scale for that, so I'm not sure. This is a bumblebee jasper, which is one of my favorite jaspers right now. I just love it. Isn't it pretty? I love all the grays and oranges and yellows. And it is 16.70 carats, 28 by 15. I think I had another something in there. It was 20 by 15. Maybe that one. So that was good. I have another Petersite, and this is a smaller one, and it's in that shape I love, that triangle, and it's half and half, purple, half green. It's not finished on the back, which is fine. It's a beautiful piece, untreated, natural. So I got these three are that. And then, oh, I didn't bring, oops, I think I'm missing one of my gems I left out there. I'll tell you about it in a minute. Oops, I just took this out. I did not, labradorite. This is, oh, I did it good that time, look. This is a gorgeous teardrop-shaped labradorite with blue flashes, 31 by 22. It is 37.05 carats. They chased the flash in that one really well. It was a good gem cutter that did that. It takes some skill. And it's kind of heavy, but not bad. You could do this as a ring too. Look at that as a ring. It's got a cobalt blue flash going up through it. That's what I liked about it. So the back is not, oh, the back is polished. Maybe not as high, but you can see through it. So it's a gorgeous piece of labradorite. Goes with that one. So those are what I got from them. And they were all on sale. So I was really pleased actually with what I got. Can I zoom in for you guys maybe? Oh, there, look. And then you can kind of see what there is. So in a minute, I'll show you kind of what I do with these once I have them. So that actually, I will follow them. It took about a week to get here, so it wasn't too bad. They came from New York. They'd already made it this far, so they didn't have to go through customs, which I liked. And I did not know that ahead of time. Now we're going on to Mr. Jim, who, as I said, is Mountain. Let me look. I have to read it. Mr. Jim Kelly, and it's Mountain Trails, Gems, and Jewelry. And he has a Facebook group and a YouTube channel, and he does auctions and hauls of things like this and stones. This is a sodalite. I'm trying to get, there's some color in it. There's a little bit of orange peach there. A lot of good white calcite. And there's no gold. That's the difference between sodalite and calcite. And is the calcite and the gold flecks. And some labradorite will have that, but not all. And I did not measure these. And I bought these in a light. This is a tiger's eye. I bought these in a lot from him. So this is a tiger's eye. I want to set it this way because I just love the way those whoops go here. And then that's the back. I don't know if he cut these or these were cut for him. I can't remember. I'm sure he said. This is Moroccan jasper, which I've had before, but I really like this piece. That nice. Can you see oh yeah, you can. See kind of the neat little flashes in there? And there's, yeah, you can kind of see through where my light is there. It's a pocket. So that's cool. Let's see, where can I put this one? These are all bigger. So I'm going to go back to this one. Maybe I can go in just a little. Those are those. This is a red agate, and it has some banding, not your typical. There's a pocket right there. Isn't that cool? It's a really nice one. It has a good dome. That's the back. I do want to leave that kind of open because it kind of looks like a flower there. So I like that. I really like that one. And I can't see that one. That one. And the last one is a bloodstone. Isn't that pretty? That's purple. Bloodstones are green, and then they have like the red or purpley red color in them, thus the bloodstone. And there's a whole mythology about Christ behind the bloodstone. And it is it April's? I believe it's April's alternative birthstone to diamond. I think that's when my grandpa was born, because his was bloodstone. So these were all from Mr. Jim, Mountain Trails, Gems, and Jewelry. And I love them. And I've already got a design going with a couple of these. So that was one package. My next one from him was this one. So it has a picture jasper teardrop. Picture jaspers are fun. You can see the pictures in them. People turn them all different ways depending on what the scene is in them. This one looks more like a landscape. I have two designs going for this one. I'll show you. So either it'll be this way or this way. It depends on which design I end up. It'll probably be this way because it's going to be a drop, I think. So that's a picture jasper. Then I have this piece, which is jasper, and it's gorgeous. It has a hole in it. So I'll probably string it on something. I'm not really good at wire wrapping. That's not my thing. I'm just not too good at it, but it's not nice back here, not fully shined, but shined. And it's a beautiful, look at that. Look at all that. It's gorgeous. There are blues in there. So I'll do something with it. I don't think I can make it into a cab though, because I don't think the hole would be covered. But maybe I can do something with that. This is a banded agate. this is actually truly a color of a banded agate, so I'm not sure if this was heat treated or dyed. Most agates are dyed. This one's kind of the peachies and the khakis, off-whites. It's beautiful. And the banded, it's a great worry stone. And then I have my 2 pieces left. Dendritic opal. Was this one? And that one. Okay, so dendritic opal. It's dendritic agate, not opal. Sorry to disappoint you. There's the space in between. And the dendrites are the pieces that look like ferns or little leaves in there. I like this one. Well, I like them all. That's why I bought them, but I think it's fun. I'll probably do it this way because it kind of looks like spider legs coming down on the sides. The bottom half of a spider. So now some people won't ever buy it because I said that. And then this is oval. This is an oval crazy lace agate. It's not a blue one. It is, oh, look, there's green right here. I don't know. Yeah, there's greens. Then there's the whites and grays. And then the kind of burnt umber, burnt red color. And a little bit of white and red that mixed and gray and kind of got you a purpley color there. This is a gorgeous one. This was the first one I wanted to make a piece with, and it wasn't working. I was very bummed. I was having a creative lapse. So this is for Mr. Jim. He did good. He did me good. He did me good, and I will buy a course for him again. And he said that I could, when I make something with his stuff, I could put it on his page, so I will. So you can find me there too. He's even gonna fix the whole one for me. He said I offered to mail it back, but he said he'd just take care of me. So that's great. I miss that part of going to gem and jewelry shows, because you go to the mineral shows and you buy these cabs from the people in person. And so you can talk to them and find out what things are. So, okay. Then what I was going to show you. So then I have a, this is one of the ways I design. So this says Peter Saints unpolished. That's number 14. So usually I write the numbers on the back. I haven't got that far. So I know this one has it on there. This is one of my older pieces, but it says 15. So that when I make a bezel, I can, and start working with it, I know I'm working with 15, so I have the right stone. So they all have their own numbers, and since I started a new book, I started with low numbers. So here it is. I trace it on my graph paper in different, this is an oval, so you can't see the different sizes. And then I put up top what it is and its number. Unpolished back, so if I want to do a back design on the metal, I know. Natural, no treatment, the size, and I did not have the carat weight for this one. I think this was the 88 carat one. So I would put it down here, and then I would do my designs around that. So I have one that, this is the Bumblebee Jasper one I have going, which is right here. And I think this is the one I might do. And what I do this, even if I don't, if I sell the piece, like somebody emails me after this and says, hey, I want that Bumblebee Jasper. Will you make a pendant? And I'll say, yes. Do you want me to design the pendant, or do you want to help? And if they want to help, then we go through that. If they want to just see designs that I've already come up with and then I make, then I use this as a starting point. So this is going to have the Bumblebee Jasper here. It's going to have a bezel set, which is the setting around the outside of a stone. Not prongs like a wedding. There's one. Not prongs like a wedding, but a bezel, which is usually flat wire. Like, see that around there? That's the bezel right there. But this is the bezel. And this actually is considered a step bezel because there's 2 of them. But this piece is the bezel. That's what holds in the stone. So it will have a bezel around it. And then I was playing with whether I was going to do silver or copper, and I ended up, and I wanted it kind of coming off, but I ended up liking the scallop idea around it. So I would probably put a piece under it, and then this part will be hanging off. So it should be neat. But I had also kind of come up with this, and what I had thought was to have different size balls graduating, and then have it on a piece of wire, and then have the chain, the bail and the chain hang off that. But it didn't quite work the way I wanted. So this was a good way. But the one that I did have, well, there's a couple. This is the red banded agate. Oh, this one. So I put it this way. And so here I have a copper pipe I'm going to bend. And then I'm going to use silver or copper to hold it to the structure. And so it'll be floating. Then this will be on a piece that will attach through the bands here. And probably silver with a copper band bezel. And then I'll probably do a silver bail somehow off this. So this one's kind of cool. I did a whole series where I used kind of these tubes or long pieces of wire and kind of went around things like that. It's kind of a fun, that's a fun one. And I really thought it looked neat with the, it's gonna go a little dark, but you can see the bands in there and it mimics the banding. So I like that. And then the one that I came up with that I'm really excited about, actually all of these. This is for my picture jasper, which I'm not a huge fan of picture jasper, but it sells very well because everyone else likes it. So what I had come up with was this. So I used the teardrop picture jasper, and then I take I'm going to use silver behind it. And then I'm also going to have braided, probably gold filled. Oh, it won't be braided. It will be twisted. Oh, that's not it. That's a hematite piece I have. I wanted the other piece that was the different shape. Oh, maybe I don't have it in here. Ooh, someone might have absconded with it. There it is. Oh, look, I was almost right on the right size too. Oh, good, that one's even better. So then I will put a bezel on this. Well, I may not bezel this one because I'm going to put metal behind it. And I'm going to make cutouts, and I'm going to have them come up like this. And it's going to be pronged. So it'll be like a modified prong. So it'll kind of look modernist or brutalist. And then, see, I can put that closer. Like that. And then I have a small hematite, and I have a small picture jasper that I can put there too. But I have, ooh, I didn't realize I had some of those. I just have all different stones. But I did have, ooh, and this is just an FYI. If you're like me and struggle opening Ziplocs, if you move your hands back and forth, it will wiggle them up like that, and then they pop open. It's just the secret someone taught me. I was like, oh, that's brilliant. I should have thought of that myself. Oh, that's green. So there's a green piece. That's probably jade. That was probably from high school. I may not want to do that then. What's this? That's an, oh, that's a black onyx. So that might be cool, guys. So that may be what that looked like. So this is kind of how I design. It's not my whole process. I actually have, I can do it on my computer now too, or on my iPad. But that's not how I learned. So like I drew this one out by hand. I had this Biwa pearl and I wanted it, and I used a serrated edge for the texture to match the textures, and I just wanted a long one. So, and this one opens in the back so you can put it on pearls if you have a strand, or I can put it on a chain or a strand for you. So I just loved it. So that was that. I made it for me. I just never worn it or sold it. So this is how I would design if you wanted to design something also. Or I would do this and I would send you 3 or 4 different options. So one of the other options I had on here was doing this and hanging. Do I have a nice pearl up here? I probably don't have any of my nice pearls in here because they're more beads. But I have great big huge pearls. And I would hang one from here. And I have, they're not Tahitian, but they are black cultured pearls that are Baroque, which means they're not broken, they're just Baroque. And so they have lines around them. And so I might hang that off there. And then I would bead gold through there and have brass or gold filled holding this and then sterling behind it. So that's what I would do. And then this one was kind of a different, I'm gonna keep those up there. This one was kind of a different one too. So I went with the scallop all the way around. Then I was gonna drill just holes so you would have you would be able to see skin through them. And then up here it would be flat. I would put a gold filled twisted wire around from here to there, to that hole. And then use the gold filled as that. So that's kind of how I design those things. So I'm pretty excited. Everybody always wants to know what I spent. So without the sale from the first place, that was like a $200 purchase, and it was like 60% sale, maybe 70, and then I got free shipping on top of it. So I did really well on those. And Mr. Jim, I bought 2 of his $5 packets. One of them was actually $12, I think, because you bid on them at auction. And Devin from Moonstone Mamas bid me up on that one. But it's fine. I still got a better deal than if I had just bought individually pieces. Because typically, like this labradorite, labradorite's really popular right now. This one has really good flash, really good color in it. It's a great cut. It's a great size. That's a $50 to $75 cabochon if I would go to a place and buy it. So I did not pay that much for it. I try and keep my cabochon costs low so that when you do a project, I'm able to sell them low to you. So I'll just put, if you do decide that you want me to do a piece for you, there's a $25 design or custom order fee that goes on to that. And then I'll give you designs. I give you 3 options usually, and hopefully one of those work. I've never had not one work, but I give you 3 options like what I did here. I send them to your email, or we Skype, or, well, we don't Skype, but, or we Zoom or whatever, Facebook, and we do that. And I get your approval, then I make it, and that can take 2 to 6 weeks usually. Depends on how busy I get. I get busier this time of year, anniversary, then it slows down for about a month and a half, about 6 weeks, and then it ramps up for Christmas gifts. So this is a good time to order Christmas gifts too. Most of these, none of these I have duplicates of. So when you're buying minerals like this, they're usually one of a kinds, or you buy a lot. And even in a lot, like I'll show you these turquoise ones I have. These are turquoise, right? These, so from here they look like they're the same. But if I get you closer, those 2 would be good as earrings, but that one wouldn't. You could make a set though, and do a necklace and a pair of earrings or something like that. But yeah, and I bought these. I bought like 15 of these all at the same time, and I matched up as many as I could to be exact. So that's that. I do have faceted gemstones. Somebody asked me that. I have opals. So here's just all my opals are white opals from Australia. These are all from 2000. I bought them in 2004, 2005. So they were probably mined a year to 6 years or more before that, and brought over here. So you hadn't even discovered, Ethiopian line, because I think that started in like 2007. I'm not sure, don't quote me. And I have some that, see that one in the middle that has all that fire? I can't wait till someone orders that, something with that. So those are some more I have. And I do even have, these are all CZs. So they're nice CZs, high quality, because there is a difference in CZs. But I do have those too, and I add them to things that I've made. So if you're interested, let me know. It's DesignsAndDoOvers@gmail.com. And my name's Kristin once again. And if not, I will give you an update, because I'll probably start making a couple things with this beautiful lot I got. So thanks for watching, and thanks for spending the time with me. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope maybe you learned something. If you have any knowledge to impart on me, put it down below. I always like to learn from people and better my knowledge base and abilities. I did go to the GIA and take several courses. I did not finish my certification there, because you have to go and spend 6 to 9 months. And I couldn't do that. I had children at the time. I still have children. They just don't need me anymore. They're old. And so, oh, I forgot. I have this beautiful piece of Jersey. It's in a square. It's gold and greens. And no one's ever used that one. But like I said, so, you know, if there's anything you needed, I do primarily work in sterling. I love adding copper and brass accents to my pieces. Robert Lee Morris was one of my heroes, and he worked in the 60s and 70s on runways, and he did things in brass and silver and gold, so, and copper. So that's where that came from, and I've always done that. And so I do that. I do have some gold, and I have worked with gold a little. I do accents, but I don't usually do full gold things. So it's just a different setup. Gold uses a different temperature on your torch and such. So anyway, I will let you go, because now I'm babbling. I hope you come back and visit, because I am going to do a video on how to polish, both with a Dremel or a rotary tool, or some type of electronic piece tool, and then how to do it by hand. And I will also be doing a couple of ring sizing things, and I will have printouts. They will be available on my Patreon page for, I think I can't remember now. I think it's $2.99. You have access to it for the life of you of needing it, and you can print them out anytime you want. And then there are other things on my Patreon page too. Some of my artwork for painting is on there, and I do different things for that and have different levels, so I will do a video coming up on those too. But if you're interested, let me know. As I said, it's DesignsAndDoOvers@gmail.com, and I hope you all have a lovely evening. Bye.